Hey guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. I hope you're all having an amazing day. How's everybody doing? I have a mess again. What's new, right? Today we're going to use this little journal. It's a 5.5 by 3.5 that I got off of Etsy about 2 years ago. And it's just plain inside. And we are going to do some layering. I thought, let's do a video on layering. I love layering. You probably like layering. Now, our next video coming up probably over the weekend, we are going to talk about layering tags. So if you want to come back for layering tags, then you need to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that little bell, because that video will be up over the weekend. But today we're going to layer and create some really cool journal pages, journaling card, that sort of thing. So I'm going to get everything off my desk that I don't need for my first page layering idea, and then we'll get started. And remember, I always go from the easiest, simplest idea to the most complicated. And that's what we're going to do today as well. I'll be right back. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is, all you need is a book page and a picture of anything you want. I'm going to use this ladybug. Alright guys, to start on the easiest, we're going to take a book page. And I'm going to rip it kind of around the edges just to give it that frayed look. Plus, I don't need so much. Whoops. Well, that sucks. That's okay. Okay, there is my book page. And I'm going to cut out my ladybug. And remember, we're layering. So this is not going to be one-dimensional. We want it to have a two-dimensional look. So I wanted some green to show, so I cut out my ladybug. And then in the center, I'm going to kind of rip it with my hands and then just slowly tear out some of the centerpiece here. Okay. And we want it a little bigger than that, so I'm going to rip this way. There we go. I'm going to rip a little bit more down this way now. I'm being strategic in my ripping because my page is little and I don't want it to... And then save some of the background that you might have cut off too. I might want to put it like that. So I only need to put a little green at the bottom down here. I'm going to get it all perfect in there, and then I'm going to put the extra green under the booty. There we go. And then we're going to come in and move this down just a tad. And then you can glue it all down. You can Mod Podge it down, whatever you want. Now, how cute is that? That's layering. It's giving it a 3D effect, like you're peeking into your book. I went and got some ink. And this is sepia. And what I'm going to do is ink my edges. And then I'm going to ink inside as best I can. Okay. And there we go. And then We're gonna put it just like that and see how it makes it look like you're looking into the book. And we're gonna glue it down, and that's it. Now, we're gonna glue it down, and that is it. That is our first layering idea. And again, remember, I go from easiest to, the most difficult. So first we're going to take this off, and we're going to get the second piece glued down first. Okay. Now before I push it down, I'm going to put my piece back on there to make sure the brown's all covered up, and it is. So then we're going to push that down, and then we're going to glue our book page down that we made our hole in. And there we go. We're getting a peek into our journal like we're looking into a hole or something. Super cute, super easy, but would set off any journal. Okay, the next one is also going to be a book page, and we'll just go forward. I don't know why I started in such a weird spot, but I did. And we're going to take another book page and trim off the part with no writing on it. And I'm going to trim off this edge too. And we're going to put this in the center and glue that down. And cut out a flower shape. And you can layer multiple flower shapes if you want. And we're going to do it like that. And I'm like, I know we can't see the petals. Just give me a minute. And you want to make sure you use the side with words. So make sure your page is full of words. And we're going to do it just like that. And then you come in with a black marker or ink pen, whatever you have available. And I'm going to come in with this ink pen. And I'm going to just, well, is it not going to work? And I'm just going to go around the book page on the book page, the petals on the book page, but not on the brown page of the journal. And I'm going to do it kind of messy. Now you can do it on this side too, but you're going to do it a little different. You're going to do it like that. And that's another simple way to layer. You could put a button in the center if you wanted to. You could put, whoops. You could put a brad in the center, something to zhuzh it up if you have some bling. I have these boutique brads. I'm going to get this blue one. Now, if you don't want to poke through your paper because you want to write on the other side of your page, then all you have to do is break off the little stems or cut them off. Or just lay them flat like that, and it'll be like a little flower stamen, type lines on a flower. And then you just put it down. And there. It just gives it, let's turn it around now. There. So you could do it that way too. That's another way to layer, another interesting way to zhuzh up a page or a journaling card if you wanted to. Now on this page, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to draw a flower just on this corner. So we're going to go like that. And you can put that if you want, any type of flower you want, whatever, you know, floats your boat. And then you can take scraps of paper. Instead of using book pages this time, we're going to use little scraps of music paper and then these vintage printed tickets. And when I mean little because my flower is not very big. So we're just going to put a little kind of in the center, maybe a little bit right here, and maybe a little bit right there. Kind of like that if you want. It doesn't have to be on every petal. You could have kind of do it in the center of them. Whatever you want, this is your thing, but we're gonna layer that. And then we're gonna come around with our black pen and kind of darken up our lines. Messy again. Okay, let's make sure our paper stays. And then we're gonna take our ticket. And these are just a paper with a printed ticket on it. And what I'm gonna do is tear it in half and put it like it's tucked up under the flower. What I'm gonna do is come in with some black and really kind of put it like that. Like it's up under there. And we're going to glue that down. And then the other half, we can kind of cut to fit in there. Like in there. And then again, we're going to use our trick of drawing on the ticket to make it look like it's up under it. Like that. And we're just going to rip off this little piece right there. See? Like that. I'm going to put this on. And then if you have any hanging off, you can definitely trim it up. But that's just another simple way to layer. And then if you want to come in with a marker or watercolor and add a bit of color to your flower, you certainly could. See, like that, you could color the whole thing, whatever you want. But you can also come in and layer it up with some stamps as well. Because stamps are a great way to layer up as, you know, too. Okay, so that is another way, a simple way to add a little layering to a journal page. And then we have that way and that one. Now our next one, we're actually gonna do a journaling card. Okay, guys, next we're going to layer a journaling card. And for the card shape, I'm going to use this, which is just a tag off of a throw. Okay, this is going to be our journaling card. And I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to use this envelope, this, and these stamps. And don't worry about anybody's address on this because this is very, very old. Where did my scissors go? And what I'm going to do is cut some of this off. And I'm going to cut off all the mail stamps there. And I'll get this one too. We're going to make our journaling card this way. I'm going to use this as the bottom. Oh look, we're going to get the stamps off the back as well. And we're going to put it on like that. And then I'm going to I'm going to get some paper to put under it. Okay, I have an old letter, and I think we're going to use the writing of the old letter and put the stamps on the side. We're going to trim around this. Okay. There we go. And then we'll layer with this. And then we have some more stamps. Okay, let's put this down first. All I'm going to do is glue this tag off of a blanket I got a couple of months ago. And save these tags, guys. This is good cardboard and it's rounded corners. It will make an excellent journaling tag. Guys, if you like art, my art channel is linked down below. And I am finishing up a studio art vlog that will post probably tomorrow. There's a lot of days, so I have to edit it down. Okay. So there is our letter on our tag. Now we're going to take our stamps and we're going to put them across like that. Maybe fold that around. Nope. We're going to do this. Okay, we're going to put this on the side like this. And then we're going to put this one up here in like a little envelope. So hold on. Got these little leather pieces. They're like from jeans and stuff. And I thought we could put one of those on maybe right here. And then we're going to layer in this little stamp. I thought it would make a cute little card to journal in, so we'll put that in there. Might put it like that. And then we're going to put a couple of our other kinds of stamps on here. And these are just old stamps that I got off of Etsy. And we could put a butterfly in honor of the flowers on here and the purple on there. We could do, let's see. We could do that like that. Put this down here. I think I like that better. We can do, see, these blue ones are flowers. Let's see here. Maybe we turn them like that. And we put the butterfly like flying around them like that. And then we have this up here as our note. I like that, but I think I'm gonna have to cut this off. I think we'll do that like that. We'll have the purple one up like that maybe. And the little note up here. Flying around. And we can put this like right here. Or, let's see. Do that like that. That like that. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to glue this down real quick. And we're going to start with the things closest on the paper. I want to make sure I get it back in the right spot. There we go. And then we're going to put the blue down. The blue I'm going to do just on the edges. So if you want to put a little bit of a tag on there, you can. Okay. And we're not going to push it down very hard because we don't want it to not be a tag. And then this one we're going to put kind of like right here. It'll kind of hold that down too. And then up here we're going to put our leather thing as a little pocket. So again, we're just going to go around 3 of the edges. We're going to do right here. And then this is just going to, whoops. And that's just going to slide in there. Okay, and that's it. That's using stamps to layer and create a journaling card. On the back, we'll put a piece of paper once everything dries, and you can write on it. Okay, for our next layering, I think we kind of went out of order, but it's okay. Now for this one, we have a paint chip card. And this is the kind of paint chip card you buy. It has the hole in the center, and that's when you put it on your wall, and your wall's in the center, and you see if you like the color. All I did was take a piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper, and stitch them on, okay? So it's like a triple pocket. But with these holes, what you can do is use photos. This is a vintage photo. I have no idea who that person is. And glue your photo in like that. And you could put family photos and make a frame, or you could take pet photos. Now, obviously, these aren't my little guys, and I'm sorry, kitty. But you could take family photos of your pets and put their little photos in here. Or you could put images off of the internet. Like if you are making a spring flower journal and you want to put flowers, you could print some out and cut them out. Or like we did on our little coffee cup the other day, you could definitely put coffee cups. You could, put anything your heart desired and say you have one of each. He's a little big, but you get the idea, and it's not meant to be a perfect frame. It's meant to be a layered, fun type of activity. So that gives you some ideas. And again, all this is a paint chip card, and it already had the windows cut out to see if you like the paint on your wall. And all I did was sew a double pocket on the back. And that's it. And look how cute with the animals in there. So that's an option. You could do human photos, florals, whatever you wanted to do. To finish our layering, let's talk about creating layered butterflies or flowers. This is just 2 different pieces of paper cut into the flower shape with beads on the top for the body. Cut into the butterfly shape with the body on top. This is layered paper and fabric, because not only can you layer paper, you can layer fabric. And this is just something you could hang off of a page in the center, off the top, where you tie it. If you tie with your ties inside your journal, you could definitely hang this on there like a charm on the edge of your journal, whatever you wanted to do. But that's another way to layer paper. Okay, we're going to go back for this last idea, we're going to go back in our journal. We're going to get a book page. And what we're going to do is cut out some mountains. And I'm going to cut down this. Okay. This is going to be, what we'll do is we'll kind of trim them to fit our book here. Okay. And I'm going to ink them just to give them a little depth to them. And then I'm going to glue the mountains down. Before I do that, though, I've got to put the sky in. And I have some of this purple paper that I dyed for the sky. So we're going to put in the sky up here. And I'm just going to glue the sky down. And this will be where you can write on your page. So I'm going to put the sky down. You make your sky blue. You can make your sky purple, pink, whatever you want. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with my mountains and put them across at the bottom. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we've got our mountains glued in our sky. Now we're going to take part of our map and cut across the bottom. And we're going to glue that at the bottom of our mountains. Just right at the bottom. So we're just making a strip, like a strip of washi tape or something like that. And, oops, that one got too thin. Well, shoot. Okay, we're going to put our mountains strip down, our map strip down like that. There we go. And then you can decorate the bottom if you want to do flowers, if you want to do birds soaring in the sky, whatever you want to use, you can do. I'm going to get, let's see here. I'm going to put some flowers growing. But that's another idea for layering your pages. You could do all of these ideas on a journaling card, whatever you want. But you have plenty of room to write, plus you have a really cool page. And these are the other ones we did. There's our ladybug peeking through. There's one flower. There's another flower. So these are all ideas you can use to layer. Plus, remember, we made the really cool journaling card. So guys, which was your favorite different ways to layer? In next video, we are layering tags like I showed you in the beginning. Hey guys, I just realized I forgot to film an outro. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget, click that little bell so you'll know when new videos post. Remember, this weekend, we are layering tags, and I'm super excited and can't wait. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye. Oh, and don't forget, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, what is your favorite way to layer? Let me know down in the comments.